Hello everyone, this is Mr. H again and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, you will learn about arithmetic sequences. This is the third part about arithmetic sequences, so if you haven't watched parts 1 and 2, you can find the links in the description box below. Alright, so let's have a look at the first example. So for problem 1, find 3 arithmetic means between 5 and 6. So in between 5 and 6, we need to find 3 terms. We will have 5. There you go. So basically, if you look at these numbers, right, we have the first term, that this is the 5th term. All right. And we need to find the second term, the third term, and the fourth term. And basically from here, we're going to be applying the concept of arithmetic sequence. And by doing that, we need to recall the formula we need to use. So it is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And if you can recall, the n here stands for the term position. A sub 1 here is the first term. And d here is the common difference. So what we're going to do with this formula is we're just going to plug in the given values to the equation or to the formula. So you have here the first term and you have here 6, which is the 5th term, right? So basically here, if we're going to replace the n by 5, so we will have a sub 5. A sub 1 is the first term, right? So the first term is 5, so we replace that by 5. Plus n is replaced by 5 minus 1. And d is a common difference. At this point, we don't have here yet the common difference, and that's what we need to solve for. All right. So a sub 5, or the 5th term is 6, so we replace that by 6. So 5 plus 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 times d is 4d. And basically from here you can see that we're very close to finding the value of d, or the common difference. We need that information in order for us to know what the 3 numbers are that we are looking for. So it's going to be 6. So 5 jumps over to the left-hand side. From positive, it will become negative. And 4d as positive term stays, so we just copy positive 4d. And simplify, 6 minus 5 is 1 equals 4d. And then divide both sides by 4. And you can see that d, or the common difference, is 1 over 4, or 0.25. Or if you can recall, the common difference is the difference between the two terms, right? So you take one term and subtract the number before it, right? And if we're going to apply the concept of common difference and doing the reverse process, for us to know the second term, definitely what we need to do is to simply add 1/4, right? So basically it's plus 1/4. And we will be able to know the second term. And we do the same thing. So after finding the term, the second term, we add 1/4, then we will find the term next to it, so on and so forth. To find the second term, so we'll have a sub 2. So we take the first term 5 plus 1 over 4. Then we'll have 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1 is 21. And then we copy the denominator 4. So that means the second term is 21 over 4. Or if you want it in decimal, that will be 5.25. And to find the third term, should be a sub 3. So we take the second term, which is 21 over 4, plus 1 over 4 again, which is the common difference. So it's going to be, okay, so now we're looking at similar fractions. So we just copy the denominator, 4, and we add the numerator. So 21 plus 1 is 22. And 22 divided by 4, we can simplify that fraction into 11 over 2. So the next term, or the third term rather, is 11 over 2, or 5.5. All right, and to find the fourth term, so we'll have a sub 4 equals, so take the third term, which is 22 over 4, plus 1 over 4. It's 23 over 4. Or in decimal, it will be 5.75. All right, so these are the 3 arithmetic means that we are looking for. So those are 21 over 4, 11 over 2, 23 over 4. All right, let's take a look at example number 2. All right, so if you want to try to answer this question first, please feel free to pause the video. All right, so let's take a look at your answer. So for problem number 2, the question is, for which value of t will t squared plus t plus 1, comma, t squared plus 2t minus 1, comma, t squared plus t plus 4 form an arithmetic sequence? Don't get rattled by the polynomials here, all right? Like other questions, is an application of arithmetic sequence, okay? It's just that the question is asked in different form, all right? So we were given 3 trinomials. So this is the first trinomial that represents a term, second, and third. So for this question, you need to recall the role of common difference. So basically, it's asking us to find the value of t in which these 3 terms will form an arithmetic sequence, right? And if you can recall, in order for the sequence to be arithmetic, they need to have the same common difference, right? And for us to know the common difference, what we do is, for example, we take this value, t squared plus 2t minus 1, minus this term, correct? And for the next pair, so for example, we take this term minus the second term, all right? So let's do it one by one. All right, so for d sub 1, or the first common difference, we will be using the first pair. So t squared plus 2t minus 1 minus, we take the first term, or the term before that. So we have t squared plus t plus 1. And we simplify that. So remember, this is negative. So the negative will be distributed to every term. And then we keep going. So we can see that t squared is canceled out. So, and we'll have 2t minus t is t. Negative 1 plus negative 1 is negative 2. So we need to take note of this because this is our common difference number 1. And for the next group, the second common difference will be coming from the third term and the second term, right? So we take the third term, which is t squared plus t plus 4 minus the term before that. So that's t squared plus 2t minus 1. We simplify, so t squared plus t plus 4. So it's going to be negative t squared minus 2t Negative times negative is positive, so it's going to be plus 1. Then we simplify. So t squared is gone. And we'll have positive t minus 2t is negative t. Positive 4 plus 1 is positive 5. Now, in order for the sequence to be considered arithmetic sequence, common difference 1 must be equal to common difference 2. So that is t minus 2 equals d sub 2 is negative t plus 5. All right, and then from here, we solve the equation. So we retain t here. Negative t jumps over, will become plus t. We copy 5 positive. But negative 2 jumps over to the right, that will become positive 2. So t plus t is 2t equals 7. Divide both sides by 2. And we'll have t equals 7 over 2 or 3.5. All right, so that's it. So if you want to verify and check if it's really an arithmetic sequence, then I suggest that you substitute 7 over 2 to each variable t. So if you learned something new from this video, please give me a thumbs up, share the video, and if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, it's Math Hub by Mr. H. And once again, thank you very much if you stay until the end of this video, and I will see you again in the next one.